For any new food entrepreneur, that first health inspection can feel like a huge, scary test. But what if we flip that? What if it's not a threat, but your very first chance to prove you're a total pro? Today, we're going to break down the Accelerator Kitchen Readiness Plan, a system designed to swap that inspection anxiety for some serious, rock-solid confidence.
So before we jump into the plan, let's talk about some of the common tripwires. We're talking about those small, easy-to-make mistakes that can have massive consequences. I mean, hundreds of dollars in wasted food, or even getting shut down before you sell a single thing. The good news, they are so avoidable.
Do any of these look familiar? Yeah, these are the greatest hits that an inspector can spot from across the room. Missing labels? That means you have no idea how fresh something is. No sanitizer bucket ready to go? Well, that's just asking for cross-contamination. And, raw chicken stored above a fresh salad? That's a nightmare scenario. This plan is all about making these simple slip-ups basically impossible.
So, what's the fix? Well, it's not just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. It's a system, a really powerful two-part playbook. Think of it like this. You've got your guide for when you're in the kitchen and a practice partner to get you ready for game day.
Okay, this is where it gets really cool. The plan has two parts that work together perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the printed plan. That's your physical checklist, your guide right there with you. And on the right, the virtual inspector. It's an AI tool that's basically your personal practice partner. The source material calls it a flight simulator for the kitchen, and that is the perfect way to think about it. It lets you practice, make mistakes, and learn everything without any of the real-world risk.
Let's start with part 1, the daily safety ritual. Now, this isn't about cramming a bunch of rules into your head. It's about building the muscle memory of a professional. We're trying to make food safety so automatic that it just becomes a natural part of your routine.
And the core idea here is something called daily proof. See, it's not enough to just be safe. You have to be able to prove you're safe. This is the hard evidence, your temperature logs, your station checks, all the paperwork that shows an inspector, yep, I'm on top of my game.
Now don't let this list freak you out. This whole thing is a super quick 5-minute walkthrough. And the order here is really smart. You start at the hand wash sink because, hello, that's where all food safety begins. Then you get your sanitizer ready. You check all your temperatures before you even pull out any food. Seriously, this simple routine will catch like 90% of any potential issues before they even become problems. Let's talk about two numbers you absolutely have to burn into your brain. First up, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, or lower. This is a hard and fast rule for all your refrigerators and cold units. Why? Because anything above 41 degrees is the danger zone, where nasty bacteria can just have a party on your food. An inspector will check this, so you better check it first.
And on the flip side, we have 135 degrees Fahrenheit, or higher. This is the absolute minimum for keeping hot foods safe. Anything cooler and you're right back in that danger zone. So think of 41 and 135 as the bookends of food safety. You've got to know them, log them, and live by them.
Okay, so you've got the daily ritual down, but how do you handle the actual pressure of an inspector looking over your shoulder? That's where part 2, the AI practice inspector, comes in. This is your shot to go through a full inspection, answer the tricky questions, and get a score, all in a totally safe, private, virtual space. It's all about taking away the fear of the unknown.
And using it is so much easier than you'd think. You just open up the AI tool and tell it you're ready for an inspection. Then you grab your phone, snap a few photos of your workstation, your prep area, your sink, your shelves. You upload them, the AI looks them over, asks you a couple of questions, and bam, you get your result. It's that simple.
The best thing you can see is this, a pass. That means your setup is solid, your paperwork is right, and you've shown you are ready for prime time. This is that shot of confidence you've been looking for.
But what if you get a conditional pass? Hey, don't panic. This is not a fail. It's more like the AI is your coach, saying, you're so close. You just forgot to stock the paper towels at the hand sink. It's a totally low-stakes chance to fix a couple of tiny things and try again. And honestly, getting a fail in practice is a huge win. Seriously, because it's happening here with the AI and not with a real inspector who has the power to shut you down. Every single virtual fail is a free lesson that helps you get a real-world pass. That's priceless.
So, you've practiced, you've passed the mock audit, now what? Now comes the payoff. This is where we go from just checking a box to making this system the foundation of your whole career as a pro.
Once you pass that virtual inspection, the real work starts. Save that result as proof. Let your instructor know that you're good to go. And this is the most important part.
Bring that printed plan with you into the kitchen and do that 5-minute walkthrough every single time you work. This isn't about passing one little test. It's about adopting a professional standard for good.
This quote from the source material just says it all. This isn't some made-up school exercise. This system, the daily checks, being ready at all times, this is exactly how successful, professional food businesses run, day in and day out.
And that is the real change, right? When you follow this plan, you're doing more than just getting ready for an inspection. You are building the deep, fundamental habits of a professional. You start thinking and acting like a responsible, organized, and totally confident business owner. You're not just a cook anymore, you're a professional food operator. So I'll leave you with this. Just picture it. You've done the work. That fear about the inspection, it's gone. It's been replaced with the confidence that you are prepared. Your station is spotless, your logs are perfect. So the only question left is the one that got you started on this whole journey in the first place. What amazing thing are you going to create first?